Hello everyone, thanks for joining me on this YouTube channel, and today we're going to start with Cisco SD-WAN. We're going to cover version 29.4 and we're going to see how to onboard the controllers and also set up the WAN agent. As soon as we're done with that, we're going to see a couple of stuff that are related to the transport, the overlay, and all the technologies. We're going to start with this section with a summary of the steps that you need to take in order to create a smart account, create a PNP profile, and set up your controllers. There are a lot of resources when it comes to setting up the smart account. I found this PDF file on Google. You can search, you're going to find detailed steps. But I just wanted to make sure that we can give an idea of what you need to do from scratch. So the first step, you need to go and to the Cisco Software Central portal and create a smart account. So two things: if you have a Cisco, an account with Cisco, you don't need to create an account. Okay, you're just going to log in. But if you don't have an account, you need to create an account. So here, if you have an account, you log in as usual. You put the email, but you're going to log in from the smart account website. So there's a link here. Okay, you can just follow www.cisco.com/en/by/licensing.html. So, and if you don't have an account, you need to create one, of course. And once you logged in, you are logging into the smart account portal, you scroll down at the bottom, you're going to see create account, and then it's gonna pull this basic stuff. I'm adding my personal info. You just need, I think you don't need to do any something here. You just need to check if everything is right, and you click on create. And then at this step, you're going to select this option because we need to configure our devices ourselves, because this is a lab. When you're done with this, you go, it will take you to this, at this window. You click on create a smart license token. You can copy or download, and then click on done. That's good. And then once you're done with that, you're going to, at this page, you need to review the agreement and accept it. And in order to set up your lab in GNS3, you're going to need the softwares, the images. So that's, you can get from the Cisco website. You will need to go to the Cisco website. Sorry, looks like okay, I need to go back here. You will need to go to the Cisco Software Central. Let me give an idea of where you can, what you're going to see. Yeah, so this is the Cisco Software Central, where you can download softwares. Okay, and once you download, if you have you have an agreement, of course, you need to follow the steps. We're not going to cover that here. Once you're done with that, you're going to boot your devices, and in this case, I just booted the vManage, and you're going to access with the default login, admin. Here I keep typing admin, and for the first time, okay, for the first time, because I already booted for the first time, not to have you wait. For the first time when you're going to boot it, it's going to take you here. So it's gonna, as soon as you log in, it's gonna prompt you to this. You're gonna select option 1, compute and data. You select 1 and you click yes. And then the next step, it's gonna ask you for the storage. You can select the first option, click yes, and it's gonna reboot. So it's already rebooted for me. That's why I can go ahead and go to the next step. Okay, forget about this step. Okay, you don't need to do this. Okay, I have had some issues. But what we're going to need to do is to add a, okay, let's go first. Let's add a user, because this worked. And in order to do that, you need to go to config, system, user, ID, password, any password of your choice. I'm gonna use this one, and the group you put in net admin, commit. Okay, that's done. And then we can I think the next step is to apply the bootstrap configs. Okay, I already configured vSmart and vBond. I don't have you wait for those small details, so but I'm going to apply the configs for vManage. So this is the config. Let me go over the basics. The most important command lines that you need are these ones. Okay, yeah, it's gonna make sense to go first to the plug and play portal before going over this. So let's go to the plug and play portal. Yeah, so as soon as your smart account is created, you can go to the plug and play connect. And here, the first step that you're going to do, you will need to create a controller profile. I already created mine, so I'm just going to simulate creating one. So you're going to add profile. You change this to vBond. Next, you can give a name. I'm using Medilab. I'm gonna put the same here at organization name. Default profile. If this is going to be your default profile, we can click yes or whatever you want. Customer hosted, I leave default. Multi-tenancy, I leave the default. And here, so if you only going to have one vBond, then you can put the IP address of your vBond. So that means you need to kind of do the IP addressing before while you creating your controller profile. You need to know the subnet that's going to be used by the controllers, and that's where you know which IP address is going to be used by the vBond. So you're going to put that IP address here if needed. Okay, you keep everything at the default, and you're gonna, but if you're going to use like 2 vBonds, then it's better to use an host name like this host name. Okay, so it's basically in that case you're gonna change from IPv4 to host name. So if you're going to use host name, you need to change. You need to select host name. If you're going to use a single vBond, then you select IPv4. So that's basically it. Let me okay, and then you're gonna click next. Okay, but this is already used. If it was not used, then you were going to click next, next, and then you confirm. So once you're done with the controller profile, the second thing is to go to devices. Okay, right here, and here you can add devices on your account. You're going to add software devices. So click here, add software devices, and for the vEdges, it's gonna be vH-cloud-DNA. You select the quantity like 5 and the controller profile, the one which you will just create, and yeah, and you can click save. For the CSR 1000V, the XE, you can just type CSR, okay, and quantity the same, and here device mode controller, okay, save. So that's basically what you need to do in order to create your controller profile and the devices. Add devices to the controller profile. So I will go back here and apply the configs that I created, the config that I created. So I was going to say the required commands: host name, system IP. You don't need to change the host name, so it's not really required, but the system IP is required, the site ID is required, the city is not, the location is not required, organization name is required, vBond is required. The same, if you only have one vBond, use the IP address. If you have many vBonds, you use the host name. That's going to translate the IP addresses of all the vBonds. This is not required if you only have one vBond. So the next step will be to have one interface that's going to be connected to the GNS3 NAT cloud. This is going to allow you two things: to allow your vManage to sync with the Cisco PNP portal, plug and play portal, and also to allow you access the vManage via web browser. And one interface is going to go to the internet, to the simulated internet of your GNS3. So that's basically for the config, and there are a couple of differences. Let me show the configs that you need for the vBond and the vManage. This is for the vBond. It's basically the same. Okay, the ones that are not required are the same, the ones that are required are also the same. But on vBond and vSmart, there's only one interface, because we don't need to access these devices via web browser, and they don't need to talk with the PNP portal. So there's only one interface, the one that will connect to the simulated internet on GNS3. vSmart the same. Okay, so I will go back and copy the configs of my vManage, and I will apply, and I will commit and show interface description. So this interface, like I said, is facing the GNS3 NAT cloud, so it's been provided this DHCP IPv4 address, I'm gonna use this IP, but before doing that, let's check connectivity with vBond and vSmart. The IP address of the vBond on my in this lab, I mean the vBond 1, because I have two vBonds. For now, only vBond 1 is configured, so it's gonna be 1, 2. We can talk with it, and vSmart the same. So vManage can connect to vBond and vSmart, which is good. The next step, I'm going to go to the web browser. Okay, now I have access to the web interface of vManage, and I'm going to summarize the steps that I took to get access. So basically, it can stall, it can be hard to get access. Let me tell you. So what you need to do to make your life easy, you're gonna have to create another user. Don't touch the admin, the default admin password. I haven't touched it. I tried a couple of times on different labs. It was making things hard to get access into the web interface. Don't touch that. What you need to do, you can go show running config system and create another user. Okay, create another user and a password. Do the same on all controllers. Show running config system. Do the same on vBond and on vSmart. So once you're going to do that, reboot your vManage. Okay, I rebooted the vManage, as you can see, and give it some time, maybe like 15-20 minutes. You might need even to close DNS3 and restart DNS3. Okay, sometimes you might need to restart your PC. I'm just telling you. So excuse me, when you're going to be done with that, definitely I'm sure you're gonna have access, but if needed, you might need to run this command as well. Request nms application server restart. You might need to run this command to restart the application server, but I think rebooting is the best way. So, and you're also going to, let me show you, ls l. You see all my files are being stored while I'm logged in with the username that I created. On vBond, we shell ls l, the same. This is the user that I created. On vSmart, ls l, this is the user that I created. So once you're done with that, I'm gonna summarize the steps here. You will need to go in vManage shell. You're going to access the shell with this command vshell, and you're gonna create the root CA key. After creating the root CA key, you're going to generate a root CA certificate. My root CA certificate is called rootca.pem. Okay, you can give it any name. So this is the command to sign the to generate the root CA certificate. Make sure the organization name matches the one that you provided on your PNP profile. So that's the second step. The third step is going to install the root CA PEM okay, with this command. But remember, I'm using the user that I created, so you're gonna have to update, to adjust some stuff. Like here I'm using Mehdi, so just replace the username here, okay, the username that you're going to create. And you can go to the web interface. Let me show. You're going to the web interface, configuration, certificates, controllers, and then you will need to generate a CSR right here. When you're gonna get that CSR, you can copy it, okay, because it's going to show in a small window. You can copy it and go to vManage, to vShell, and create a file with the CSR. Okay, you're gonna use the command vim, and just like this, and you can create the when you're going to type enter, you might need to type enter twice, and then you're gonna type the letter I and copy and paste that CSR in vim. So let me show you the CSR. You need to copy everything. So this is how it's going to look like. And then you're gonna assign that CSR to get the certificate. Let me show you the command. So this is the CSR that's going to be generated by vManage, and then this is the certificate that's going to be issued after applying this command in the vManage vShell. So after that, you're gonna take that certificate, okay, it is this one. Let me show. So you're going to use the command cat. Let me make more space. Cat, and then you're going to copy the certificate with Control C, and you will go to vManage and just install it here. Okay, you're gonna type enter and you paste it here and install. So that's to install the vManage certificate. Once you're going to be done with that, you install the certificate. So those are the steps. And then you can take the root CA-PEM, okay, the certificate, this file, you need to copy it and paste it in vManage. So you're gonna come here, administration, settings, controller certificate authorization. We are using enterprise, so we are assigning our own certificate for the controller. So you're going to paste the root CA-PEM here and save. I'm not going to do anything now. Okay, so once you do that, the next step will be to so here you can leave automated one edge cloud certificate authorization. Let me go here. This you can leave it at automated. The other thing, just make sure you put your smart account credentials here. So you're going to edit and it's gonna show you the prompt. So once you're going to be done with that, you can upload the vManage list. You have two options, okay? You can do it via plug and play. Okay, go to plug and play, connect, smart account, controller profiles. Okay, this is the manual, sorry, this is the manual. If you download the provisioning file, and you can upload it. So let's see what we can do here. Let's go to configuration, devices. As you can see, I don't have the vManage list. Okay, but I already, let me see if I updated my smart account credentials. Looks like I haven't yet. Edit. Okay, I have not yet. So I'm going to add my credentials here, and I'm gonna do that on the side. So I'm going to show some updates that I just did offline. I'm going to show what I just did offline. I went back, I logged out of vBond and logged back in as an admin user, and I have changed the password of the admin user to this password and went back to vManage and updated the username. Instead of using the username that I created, now I'm using the admin with the new password that I just created. So now let's go back and try to install certificates. I'm gonna copy this certificate, controllers, go to install and install certificate. Let's see if it's gonna work. I'm not sure if I have to update the credentials of vManage as well. That might be expected, but let's see. So while it's processing, I'm going to do the same. Okay, now it's successful. So this is kind of weird. When we add the vBond and vSmart on vManage, we need to, for me, it couldn't take the admin user, so I had to use the user that I created. And now, in order to install the certificate, it's kind of I think it's need to install that on the as admin, so with the admin privileges, because this is the default user. So we're gonna do the same on vSmart. We're going to config system AAA. We're going to user admin password and commit, and we can go back to vManage, configuration, certificate, controllers, and we go to vSmart and we're going to generate the CSR. Okay, we have our CSR here. So I'm gonna go to vManage, to vShell, and create vi vim vSmart 1 dot CSR. I paste. That's created. LSL. So we have the CSR. I'm gonna update the command to install the certificate. So this is what we're using. I'm just going to add it here and here, but I'm gonna change this part to CRT. So I'm going to take this and sign the CSR to issue to get the certificate. LSL cat. I'm gonna take the certificate.